Scorpios in the house. Oh, hey guys. I don't know why, but I just felt like I needed to say that to start this off. I don't know what that means, but hey, Scorpios. It's been a while. This is your January 2021. Okay, finally made it through that year. It took a pretty long hiatus, but this is your January 2021 general reading. Glad to be back, and I'm going to be pulling a card from my animal oracle for you first. So let's see what we have for Scorpios. Woo! Oh, the wren. Look at the wren. See the little wren? Look at that lightning. Yeah, that seems Scorpio-like. Okay. All right. Let's see what my book has for you. The wren. If I can find it. There it is. All right, so the wren allows us to glimpse the beauty of the god or goddess in all things. He tells us that small is beautiful and that self-realization lies not in grandiosity or apparent power, but in humility, gentleness, and subtlety. Cunning, if tempered with humor and good intent, is a way to achieve great things with an economy of effort and a rational and honest use of the achievement of others. So basically it's saying that, you don't, and I think that you know this, Scorpios, this is, to me, is like an obvious message to, any of the Scorpios that I know, like, you don't have to be like big and loud and crazy to get things done. You can still make that lightning strike with your cleverness. And that doesn't, to me, cunning doesn't mean being like dishonest or anything. It's just knowing how to use what you got to get what you need to get done, right? And making that lightning strike for you. So you got the wren. All right, so the next thing that I'm going to pull for you is a card from my Angelic Messenger deck, and it's just going to be one word, just a word that could be synchronistic for you. You might end up seeing it, when you're out and about, or maybe you'll see it like more than one time, or, it'll pop up when you most need to see it and sort of point you in the direction of where you need to go. So, ooh, this is a slippery deck here. All right. What do we have for Scorpios? Just one word for Scorpios for January 2021. And it's funny because my face kind of feels a little hot, and it has not felt hot during any of my readings. That's just funny to me. All right, so the card that I got for you, I've gotten this for quite a few people. Divine Guidance. Divine Guidance. A few other signs have gotten this card. And that is all about trusting your intuition and following, those synchronicities and those signs that you might see that are saying, hey, you're going in the right direction. Keep going. So yeah, divine guidance, guys. Think about that. All right, and the next oracle that I'm going to get for you is from my Chakra Wisdom Oracle deck, and I love this deck. It's just so cool. The messages that are layered in these cards are amazing. You might see like a word on the front of the card, but it is totally not what you expect once you actually delve into the meaning in the little guidebook that's with it. So I'm excited to share this deck with you guys because it is awesome. All right. Service. Service is the card that we got. All right, so let's take a look and see. Is this orange? Yeah, this is orange. So this is your sacral chakra, okay? That's what the borders of the cards have a color associated with whatever chakra. So it's your sacral chakra that this card is, and this deck wants you to pay attention to right now. So service, what does this mean? Okay, so I attract to you whatever you desire if you give up your desire. And the legend is Honey Adams. So Honey Adams is the woman that is laying in the bed there. And it says, okay, just making sure I'm telling you which one's Honey Adams. All right, so Honey Adams loved her 3 children very much and had a rewarding family life, though sometimes she regretted never finding a career outside the home. At the end of her life, she realized that this failure was not a failure at all. She achieved something more important, passing on a legacy of service to her daughter Franny. Being a mother is a great accomplishment. So the inspiration on this means, are you seeing your life as it really is? Though we may wish things to be different, often we create just what we need. This is an opportunity to look at where you are today, give up what you think you deserve, and start being of service, right? So it's almost like saying, okay, forget about all these things that you think that you need to be doing, and maybe start focusing on, showing your gratitude to people in your life, right? That's a service that you could be, maybe you can help someone that needs your help, return a favor to someone, pay it forward, or just help someone who can't do anything for you. And in doing those things, then you find your joy, and then what it is that you're looking for, it just comes to you without you sort of running through your head, I need this, I need this, I want this, I want this, I need to have this, this needs to happen, right? Because they're cranking the wheels a lot. All right, and then I'm going to read to you, there's a meditation suggestion, and it says, keep relaxing until you find yourself in a place where you feel safe. Honey is there. She has come a long way to visit you. It doesn't matter what you say, simple words are fine. Explain to Honey why this place is safe. Now she has to go. She gives you a warm hug and thanks you for meeting her. Watch her walk into the light. What was the last thing you told her? Open your eyes and write it down. Okay? So that's sort of a way of you figuring out, like, what does make you happy? What does make you comfortable? What does sort of wipe away the fears that you might feel that are blocking you from receiving your blessings or being able to, be of service to others. So that's very interesting. It's a very interesting card. All right. Now I'm going to use my 2 tarot decks. The first tarot deck, my Native American deck, and I'm just going to shuffle this and get an overarching energy and then an underlying energy for the reading. All right, overarching energy is the 8 of Wands. The 8 of Wands. So whenever I see the 8 of Wands, I think of like rapid communication or finding out information. You've got a lot of things coming at you like, whoa. Also can signify like emails, phone calls, like different forms of communication. You may be getting like, woo, just information overload. This is also my little like crush card too. Maybe someone is trying to contact you that has a crush on you. Who knows? But yeah, the 8 of Wands, that's like Like in my other deck that I use a lot, there's like wands, like person's like standing there, and they're like, "Holy crap, everything's coming at me all at once." All right, and then the underlying energy is in this deck, it's called the Weaver, but this is the Temperance card, okay? Temperance card is Sagittarius energy, but it's also about balance, right? Trying to find the balance of, work and home, you know, um, play and not play, right? Like, when do I need to be responsible and when can I let loose? Or, how can I manage my finances but still make myself happy and do nice things for myself because who knows what's going to happen tomorrow, right? So temperance is all about using your inner wisdom to balance things out for yourself. So if I were to put these cards together, maybe you've got so much information coming at you and you're like, okay, how can I manage this? How can I balance this? Like, what can I do with this? I don't, it's a lot, right? And I need to woosah this information. All right. Now I'm going to do a past, present, and future reading with my Everyday Witch Tarot deck. So let's see what we have in recent past here. It's funny, I just got to show you this because I split the deck in half and I was just telling you about the Eight of Wands, and when I split the deck in half, the Eight of Wands showed. So this is the visual depiction where it's like, everything's like, so that way you could see what I was talking about. All right, so let's look in the recent here. Okay, Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords. Okay, you may have found out something. This aces are like the beginnings, right? So maybe you had a moment of clarity, or found out some information. I'm going to pull two more cards. I don't want to just assume without my other two cards here. Is the one. Four of Swords. Okay. Judgment. Okay, so I see like clarity here, like a moment of awakening, right? Because the Judgment card, in this deck, it shows this person saying, I'm gonna just play my own music and walk down my own path and do my own thing. And I'm realizing that, doing what makes me happy is what is going to make my life better, right? So with the Ace of Swords here, it's almost like it was like a lightning bolt, which is funny because if you look at this, right, you can see the lightning, like, I don't know if it's coming out of that sword, right? It's that lightning strike, right? It's the lightning strike, right? So lightning there, right? So the Four of Swords, just so you know, that is a healing card. That is like taking a rest from something, stepping back and saying, I need to take stock of the situation at hand right now, right? And so it's almost like you had this epiphany, right? That I need to really work on healing myself and doing what makes me happy. Like, it doesn't matter that if it affects other people negatively, as long as I'm not harming them, as long as I'm doing what is best for me and walking on my own path here. All right, so let's look at the present. Five of Wands. Okay, Five of Wands. Six of Pentacles. So these two came out, so I'm going to take them both. So we have another ace here. We have another ace. The Ace of Pentacles and the Empress kind of popped out together. So I'm getting the sense that like you're, like you may be, sort of having some issues involving money where, I call I'm about to say the Hunger Games. The Five of Wands is my Hunger Games card, right? It's like a competitive card. So it's like, where do I put my money at, right? Like it's like giving and receiving money. Like where am I gonna put my money? But this Ace of Pentacles with this Empress makes me kind of happy because it's almost like, okay, I'm having trouble with my money, but I know what to do, right? Like if you look, the pentacle and the wand are like being held up on the same side there. So it's almost like you are standing like in your power. Like I pulled the Empress for the last reading, but the Empress has the tools that she needs, right? So she comes after the magician. Well, she comes after the high priestess, but before that, you've got the high priestess. Before the high priestess, you have the magician. And the magician has all the tools that he needs to do what needs to be done. The high priestess has the intuition. So the Empress is next, and she has both, right? So it's almost like you're saying, all right, I need to put my money in all these different places, and I don't know where to put it, but I have some ideas, and I'm starting to see what I need to do, right? Which could all be part of this process here, right? This process of realizing that you have to do what makes you happy. And maybe doing what makes you happy is, maybe it's causing chaos for other people, but ultimately for you, you're standing in your power and saying, no, this is what I'm going to do with my life now, right? And that is a beautiful thing. It is a beautiful feeling. And I also love too, if you look at these two cards together, how like the sun's rays are just beaming in the background, like shining on you. It's almost like the universe is saying, like, here are your blessings. All right, so let's look in the near future. Well, this wanted to pop up. The Hermit. This is Virgo energy. The Hermit. That's like going, within yourself to seek this, right? This awakening, right? Look at this. This is like meditation in front of a campfire. Oh, I would love that. Let's see what other cards we get to go with it. Ooh, this one right here. It's like, hey, pick me. Ooh. The World Peddler. Okay, one more card here. Oh, this one right here. And the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, so this is saying like, this is very clear to me. Okay, I love how you've got majors in every category here too, major arcana cards. This is like you're going within to seek that enlightenment. That awakening has sparked something in you, right? Like that realization has sparked something in you. Like, I need to empower myself. I need to go within and figure out how to change the cycles that I've been going through, right? I'm going to end the cycles and I'm going to begin something new, right? And I'm going to keep working at it every day. I'm going to have a routine, right? So the Eight of Pentacles is like doing the same thing. Right? You're figuring out what is that same thing that I need to do in order to, make these better choices and make these better changes, right? Like you're like, all right, I need a dash of this and a little bit of that. I got to stir my magic cauldron. I got to make sure it's perfect. But I love the World card. The World card is a beautiful thing to me because any time I see it, right? If it was going to be a bad ending, it would be the Death card, right? A bad or a tough ending. But this is like, I am ending a cycle and something great is coming in its place. I don't need this hat anymore because a new one's coming in. So that's what I have for you, Scorpios. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I am really happy for the direction that you're going in. Happy 2021, and I hope that January is good to you. The rest of January is good to you, and I'll see you soon.